Hey everybody, Quinn Kennedy here. Today I'm going to be talking about something unique, and is that I covered a lot of stuff about SMA, almost everything, but one main thing that I haven't covered is that there's actually a cure, or an experimental cure right now, called SPINRAZA. You probably have seen it on the news or somewhere on the internet. But basically, what it is it's an injection that goes directly into your spine around the spinal fluid, and it replaces the protein that is lacking from SMA patients. And it's fairly new. It's like 2016 is when it was first approved, and they've been doing studies on it, and I wanted to talk about some of the studies and what my opinion on it is and the pros and cons. So basically how the way it works is you get 6 injections the first year, and then after that you have to get 3 injections every year for the rest of your life. It's not a permanent fix. And it's also crazy expensive too. For the first year, when it first came out, it was $750,000 for annual for the first year. And then after that, it's about $350,000 per year for the rest of your life. And that sounds like an ungodly amount. And insurance does cover it, but they're going to make it probably really, really hard because, that's a lot of money, and their company would probably lose a lot of business. So, there's the financial burden, and then there's also the side effects. There's a lot of side effects. You can get a lower lung infection, or you can get an upper lung infection. And basically, if you have SMA and a trach, you pretty much get those eventually anyway. So, if there's that. And then you can also have constipation, which is pretty bad, can be pretty painful and annoying. And then you can also have a low blood platelet count, which can be pretty bad. And the one that scared me the most was that you can have kidney failure because it messes with your electrolytes and all that. And the highest thing that everyone got were headaches, which was about 50% of people got bad headaches. And which is understandable because spinal fluid goes to the brain, when it can affect the brain. And the second one was a lower lung infection. They got that mostly, which was 43%. And then 34% got the upper lung infection. And 20% got the constipation. And all those side effects. So there's that to consider. And then there's also potentially death, because in a study done on infants from about ages 8 days to 48 days, like over 100 of them died. And I'm not specifically sure, it didn't clarify if they died because of the drug or if they died because their disease progressed and the drug didn't work. And that does happen because in another study, 23% of the people that had that serum, it didn't have any effect. But it beat the 43% that died without the drug. So there is some possibility there. And when my doctor heard about it, he asked if I wanted to take it. And I didn't know what it entailed at first, but after reading about it, I'm not really sure because it's, in my opinion, it seems like it was meant more for infants, that the disease hasn't progressed. But they're trying it right now on adults, and the study only will be done until 2022. So years from now. And who knows where I'll be then, so, in terms of my disease progression. But yeah, there's still a bunch of unanswered questions in my opinion, and I'm not wholly sure if it's worth the risk right now. I mean, part of me fears about where my disease is going to go because it will continue to progress until I lose everything. I lose the ability to move completely, and I might have issue talking because it affects the tongue and swallowing. But, part of me fears that because I know it's probably inevitable, I just don't know when. And, that's kind of things I struggle with occasionally. But, part of me wants to do it for that reason. Because, I have nothing to lose. I mean, I just don't want to, trade one problem for another problem. But, I'm not really sure still. I'm still contemplating. I still could theoretically apply if I wanted to try it. But, I'm still debating. I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'd like to get your guys' opinion on it too. I don't know what the right choice is, but the facts since I've told you, and I don't know, how does it sound to you guys? Comment and I'll read them and reply. So I think that's all that I feel like talking about, and I think I covered everything. I covered the costs, I covered what it is, what it does, how often you have to take it, and the side effects. So I think that's about everything. So thank you for watching. This has been Coin Kennedy, rolling out. See you next time.